Hey guys, welcome to Black Diesel Garage. I'm Gabe, and today I'm going to make a video on putting these rough country airbags in my 2011 Ford F250. These are actually not rough country, but they look the same as the rough country set. They are max speeding rods, I think. Don't know how to say that. Sent a nice little sticker. They sent some little pamphlets. Looks like they actually have some pretty nice products, but they look like, I didn't see a lot about them on the internet, just on the ad for these, but they were on sale on Amazon. I think I got them for like 250 bucks, and they look the same as the rough country ones, exactly bracketry wise. And rough country isn't the best, but I've had quite a few of their products, and I've known a lot of people that have used their products, and they're not the highest quality, but they do work. So I'm going to go ahead and trust these airbags. They're rated for 5,000 pounds, and I'm going to unbox it here real quick, and then I'm going to do an install. And this video might be a little improper just because, as always, I'm short on time right now. I got to get this thrown on here, and tomorrow do some work, then go on to Kansas. So I'm busy as always, but I'm going to do some hauling, so I need to get these airbags on here. And I did not see a video on putting airbags on the 2011 to 2016 Fords that had the clamp-on frame brackets like these do, where it sets it off to the inside. All the videos were the ones where you drill the bracket on, straight level with your leaf spring under your frame, or to the outside on top of your leaf spring. So these ones go to the inside of your frame, and I did not see a video of that. That's why I'm making this video. And I don't have time to review ahead of time and give you guys a real good video. So hopefully you guys can take from this video what you need, although it's gonna be kind of a thrown together video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we have the airbags. And they have their brand printed on them. The rough country, I believe, might use Firestone airbags, or I saw a kit like this with Firestone airbags. I can't remember. I bet you rough country has their brand imprinted on it. But my guess would be they're probably Firestone. They have the bump stop in them also. See, you get some airlines. The one thing I did not like about these brackets is they were blue. Every other airbag kit has black brackets, but not a bad blue. It's just I'd rather have blending in colors. You get the brackets, you get these pucks for either side of the airbag. You get a sandwich bag of hardware. You get some stuff I'm dropping everywhere. You get some U-bolts, some long carriage bolts, the clamping brackets, and some big hose clamps for probably holding a heat shield to your exhaust. Which reminds me, here's my heat shield stuck in my foam. This appears to be aluminum right here. Few more mounting plates. Here's part of the upper brackets that kick them off of your frame towards the inside. They don't look to me like 5,000 pound material, but they do have other plates, I believe, that go to this, and most companies have a higher weight tolerance than they're rated for, so that way you're not always claiming warranty on stuff and it holds up. So they should be good. And we got these interesting looking little junction box looking things. So now, you may see me throw this in time lapse and piece these together and figure it out. And then I'll show you some up close and give you a rundown. Alright, so I have them temporarily put together to make sure I can get everything together. And the directions are detailed pictures, but they're somewhat vague on description. There is some there. I don't believe, from what I've seen so far, that you have to drill into your frame. I think it bolts up to all factory holes. Now I will say, do what I did and figure out how these go, because you've got to really look at the pictures and there's different ways to bolt them up, and it's a puzzle putting these together. Like, they do not tell you what order to put the stuff in, or they do, but it doesn't work the way they have it. Like, if you if you look here, that bolt sits out from underneath that plate. I'm pretty sure I did it all correctly. I'll tell you later in the video if I messed something up, but that shows that's outside of that plate. Well, it actually winds up slightly under the plate. It's that one there, to where you cannot fit this together unless this plate is off. And I got to looking around, and you cannot fit this bolt unless this plate is off, but it doesn't tell you to put those in until the end. It tells you to put all this together first. So you want to pop this through here on the bottom side and put this on before you put this plate on the bag. And you're going to want to leave this loose so you can tighten these down and then swivel this to the center and tighten it down with a wrench from the other side. The other long carriage bolt you can get in just fine later on. And now for the tops of the bags. For the tops of the bags, this bolt you can tell is underneath that plate. This one I believe is free. So you're going to want to pop this bolt in there, pop this long bolt that goes through that block in there, then put these two bolts in, then screw in your air 90 air fitting, and then I just slapped this on there to make sure I had all the parts correct, but this won't be on there, but you'll want this bolt in there because it goes underneath the plate. So I would definitely piece these together on your truck bed first before getting them under the truck and tightening stuff down, so you can know what to tighten down first. So next I will be taking the bump stops out, or bumper guards, or whatever they call them. They call them something else. I'm going to pull those out, and then I'll probably do some tightening on these and then crawl under there and install them. And what I believe I'm going to be doing is taking this off, taking this little block off. Of course, those two bolts will stay. That one will be removed. On the bottom side, this bolt will be removed. But I will tighten those two, and then I'll move this out of the way. I will tighten those two hex nuts, and then I will swivel this as straight as in line as I can tell, and I'll snug this one down. And then I think I can pop them up in there into place. Alright, so this is quite a while later, but I did get the airbags on there. This is days later, and the airbags are on there. That bolt I wiggled just a minute ago and said that you remove that. It was late and I wasn't thinking. You do leave that bolt in there because you can't get the bag in with it there. And I was right. There is no need to drill with this kit. The brackets are big and kind of weird and have gaps in them, but they've been on this truck for quite a while now, and they haven't moved around. It is a pain to get your fingers up in here and get the long bolt that runs up and down tight, and to get this hardware in there and screw it all in tight. It is very difficult, but it's doable. I got everything in there. I got everything tightened down. I was right on how I put it together. It just does not look like the directions look. Right now they don't have any air in them, but they have a bump stop, or they have very little air in them. I think I have a small leak somewhere on one of my connections. It was probably dirty, or I clipped the plastic weird. But when I aired them up, they held for a long time. They fit on there good. So far, nothing's came loose. They seem to be like an alright product so far. There's this one in there. I will say, this heat shield to protect your bag from your exhaust when it's idling. Sometimes it makes quite a bit of noise. Here's how it looks underneath. You got them long carriage bolts, which I could have cut some of this off, but I do have lower hanging stuff, so it doesn't matter too much. But you got the long carriage bolts here, a U-bolt right here, and it sits on top of your old bump stop mount. Not really your mount, but your stop. And then the top has that one bolt going straight up through the block. This side only has one bolt going through the side of the frame. And that's about it. The other side has those two bolts you saw a minute ago. And I just drilled some holes in the plastic on my bumper and put my air fittings in there. Now this truck's going to be getting a flatbed, so I have not messed with it. But I think it's best to put a T in your air line, so that way they're equal pressure if you have one bag leak down, because it looks like it's my driver's side bag leaked down a little bit, looks like. The driver's side looks like it's still pumped up. So it's best to T the line so you have equal airflow. And if your axle gets pushed way up, like say you're on a weird angle and your axle's getting crammed up on one side, I think it'd be a little better than cramming one bag way up. It relieves some of the air pressure and lets it flow to the other side. If it works like that, I don't really know. That's just a little bit of a theory there. But so far, for being cheaper, they seem like an all right product and have worked well. So I'm happy with it for the price I got them for. I hope this video is informational and helpful to you guys. We'll catch you on the next one, Black Diesel Garage. See you guys.